What are the mythical Last 17 vintage Star Wars figures? Why are they some of the rarest, even most sought after and valuable figures in the classic Star Wars toy range? And when will they become the new world currency, alongside loo roll, dried pasta, hand sanitizer and pop vinyls, once the corona pandemic is over? Well, maybe not the last bit, but it's Toy Tuesday time, and as you may have guessed, I'm doing a Star Wars. Hello, I'm Mark and welcome to Brooks Collectables Shop and Toy Museum. Family run since 1949. We specialise in epic gifts and vintage toys and product reviews and unboxing videos. So if that's your kind of thing, then please subscribe to my channel, and if you enjoy this video, please hit the like button too. So it's 1985, we're nearly 2 years after the release of Jedi, and Kenner are looking to breathe new life into their best-selling classic line of Star Wars figures. After dropping sales and with no new films on the horizon, Kenner were facing an uphill struggle to reinvent the Star Wars line that had basically been a cash register for the company over the last 6, maybe 7 years. So how do you compete with things that turn into other things? And muscular men in their underpants? It's simple. You release a new range of hero figures that we've never seen before, like Darth Vader with a removable helmet and all those cool scars, Han Solo disguised as a stormtrooper, or Luke with a hand that you could chop off with a lightsaber. That kind of thing would have been amazing. But what did we get? What stroke of genius did Kenner use to save the Star Wars toy line? Coins. Don't get me started. What Kenner did is rename the toy line Power of the Force and added coins to the backing cards of each figure. Kenner were bought out by Tonka 2 years later, and you can kind of understand why. But it's not all bad news for these toys. Although we got 4 new Ewoks, 2 of them rehashed from the Jedi toy line, so really the last 17 or the last 15, we got a purple guy, which I think is universally agreed as the worst action figure of all time. We got that green guy there that looks like the red guy from before. We got Luke's dad in his dressing gown, and after he'd gone nice as well. We got a green bulldog, I don't know why. We got one that looks like a pickle. We got a brittle robot. We got Easter Island guy. We got the Steve Irwin Stormtrooper, and a well-hung Patrick Swayze and Carbonite. Now, joking aside, some of these figures are epic. Some are utter garbage, but there are some real gems in the last 17. And these figures are some of the most sought after and valuable in the classic Star Wars set as well. Now, I know I've been flippant about these toys, but as a collector, and more importantly as a completist collector, not only do they represent a snapshot of my formative years, I have to have them all. Even the ones I hate, I still love them, if you know what I mean. Now, I know I've been super critical of the last 17 figures, but there are some epic ones in the set. The R2-D2 with the pop-up lightsaber is one of the last figures that I got to complete my collection of figures 77 to 85. The first one I got was a forgery, so I had to buy this at auction, and it cost me £200 and 3 nights in the spare room, but it was worth it because he can fetch double that now. The Imperial Gunner here is a cool figure too. And the Lando as a general right down at the front there is a great figure. The cape's fantastic, the sculpt's good, and it actually looks like him. The Luke Stormtrooper and the Han in Carbonite had so much potential, even if they are a bit weird looking with the fat necks and broad shoulders. I can't help but think this must have been them trying to compete with the success of the Masters toy line by beefing up the look of the figures, and possibly shows that that was a production prototype that was meant to come out earlier on, and then these were made at the last minute to finish off the last 17 toy line. But that's just conjecture by me. A Manaman, the pickle guy with skulls on his staff, I mean, who doesn't want skulls on their staff, is a brilliant piece of toy making, even if he was a blink and you'll miss him character in the film, a bit like Yak Face down at the front there too. Now, that one is a complete forgery of a figure just to show how good it can be. And we have that as part of the display in the shop to see if people can guess which one it is. Now, EV9D9, the torture droid, which is down at the front, is also a difficult toy to find complete. He's incredibly easy to break. The limbs are very brittle, and you need to check that they're not reproduction when you buy one. Make sure they match the colour of the droid completely, because a lot of people do stick reproduction limbs in. Now, all of these are great toys, but really, with no films being out there and nothing happening in the Star Wars universe, they kind of weren't selling basically. And it wasn't until the release of Star Wars on Laserdisc, which sounds super futuristic, that the figures range would see a kind of resurgence. And the new owners of the Star Wars franchise, Disney, know this all too well. If there are no film releases, there are no toy sales. It's that simple. And I think whatever Disney do from now on, it's only going to boost the value and the interest in collecting vintage Star Wars figures like these. If you've enjoyed this video, then please hit the like button, and also if you haven't already, then please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and I'll be back next week with another Toy Tuesday. For now, take care and stay safe.